What's going on, everybody? KJ Wiggums back here with another episode on Bucks County, and I'm just doing a little bit of repair work on our 4840, and I actually got to get some fuel in her as well. As you can see, it is about 10 o'clock in the morning, and we have a little bit of work to do, but you can also see we have a little bit of money that has been gone. So I did end up buying some things, and that is actually what we are getting ready to go do right now. Go ahead and fuel this back up. Perfect. I am going to have to call down and get another delivery for that fuel as well. We are starting to run low. But yeah, so I bought a few things to help us with not just the clover that we had cut in the last episode, but to be able to help us start cutting and picking up our grass from here on out. So let me go ahead, let me get us down to the shop. I know it's a pretty quick intro, but let me get us down to the shop and then we will resume from there. Alrighty, so we are down here at the shop, and there you can see we have our John Deere uh, little harvester to pick up our grass, and I was able, should be good there, I was able to finally find a trailer that will connect up to it. So this trailer here, as you can see, it is not an American trailer, but it works. It picks everything up. I got it in the green. The tires I couldn't do anything about. So we're gonna have to do with that as we will, but that's all right. That's not a big deal. It at least somewhat matches the color, and really just that's all I was looking for. Um, and again, this isn't a long-term thing. Oh, we gotta come back a good bit still. Still gonna come on back. But yeah, this isn't a long-term thing. You know, this is eventually going to be upgraded as all of our stuff is. I mean, even the 4840 and the 3765 here, like these aren't permanent fixtures. You know, we're just starting out. Even though this is year 3, we are just starting out on the farm, and you know, trying to get everything up and running. We are not making a huge profit every year as of right now, so we have to keep that stuff in mind. We're going to be going small when it comes to some equipment. We're still going to be putting in a lot of work. So I think by the end of this year, we're going to be pretty broke with having to get the potato harvester and stuff like that. We're really going to start pushing our luck with finances over the next few years. But we're going to have a lot of the equipment that we need. We're not going to need much more of anything else. So that is going to be nice as well. We're just going to have to start working on saving our money and moving up from there. So let us go ahead. Let us get over to field 36 and let's start picking up some of that clover. Alrighty, pulling into field 35 here. Gotta figure out which is gonna be the best row to start on. The way that one comes out here. Let's go ahead. We'll pick on this second one here. Let's go ahead and get this unfolded. Oh, pick the right one. That'll help. Pipe out. Turn that on. There we go. Lower it down. Pipe is in position. And we are underway. Perfect. So now I'm not exactly sure how much of this we are going to be able to pick up in just one row. I know the trailer holds about 15,000, so that's what we're looking at. And this seems to be yielding pretty well. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this for the compost, or if we're going to go ahead and put this into our silage bunker. I think for this little bit, I'm just going to go ahead and throw into our compost just to give us a decent amount of compost for the year. Let me actually close this window up. There we go. That way, yeah, it'll give us a decent amount of compost for the year. And, you know, we probably won't have to use any oats or anything like that this go around. We're really going to need all of that just to help do the horses and be able to give that second bit of feed compared to the clover here. So let me go ahead. Let me get all this stuff picked up. Well, actually, we're almost picked up. So what we'll do is I will finish picking the rest of this load up. And I had said in the last video that I was looking at doing some detailing work around the farm. I have that little bit of footage. So what I'm going to do is I am going to continue to work on getting all of this picked up and back to the farm and get it into the compost bunker. And I am going to throw up that time lapse for you guys so you can sit and enjoy that. So let's go ahead and kick this off into good old fashioned time lapse mode. Alrighty, so we are coming up to our last swath of clover windrow, and I have got to tell you, this is going to be our 6th trailer load. that we were going to be taking down there, I believe. 5 or 6. Yeah, we've done really good just off of this clover alone. So we definitely have a lot of compost in there, and we can just continue to keep growing that over the rest of this summer into the beginning of autumn. Mid-autumn is when I'm going to start to spray the fields. I'm definitely going to want to hit this clover field, hit our grass field, and probably go through and hit some of our arable fields. If not, looking at switching some of that stuff up, possibly bringing the clover field up closer to the farm and bringing some stuff out here. Is a strong possibility for sure. One of the other things that I am looking at getting into is possibly doing some corn to get some of our silage this upcoming year instead of doing the grass like we have been. Depending on how well the potatoes go, of course, that's what we're going to see at the end of this year, what we yield and how much we'll be able to get from that yield. But we'll be able to judge whether we're going to do more potatoes come next year and expand on that potato part of things, which I really am looking at doing. I really do like that idea. But with us coming up here to our newly detailed area and road, I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse. I had a lot of fun going through here and doing a lot of detail work and adding some things in. You know, those 2 sheds down there, not functional at all. They don't do or have any purpose, but they just add some life to the farm, as well as adding some of these trees in here along the new road that we put in. It just makes it feel a little bit more lived in instead of just the road along here. So I do got to go through still and cut the field part out where the trees are planted. And just make that just the regular deco grass that will grow, but we really won't be cutting as much. So let me stop this here. Let's get out and unhook the trailer. Let's go up here. Let's move this up here. And let's unhook the 3765. Alright, let's jump back in here and let's go hook back up to our trailer so we can get that backed in. You hooked up. You guys hooked up. You closed off. Alright, let's get pulled up here. So yeah, only another 5,000 liters that we're going to be adding to this, but it is going to be well worth it. All of this is going to be, you know, worth something in the end, especially as it slowly starts to build up over the rest of the summertime as we're getting more grass cut between this and the silage and between any more of that clover that we take out, to be honest. Will be beneficial. So let's back it on here. There we go. Start tipping that out. Perfect. Bring that down off of there. Awesome. But now I guess we'll have to go down here. I'll be able to put these trailers and the new pickup down here. So let me, what time do we got? Got about 6, 5:30, just almost 6:30. Let me get this stuff put away. Let us get to day 6 of Midsummer, and let us see what we are going to be getting into at that point. Alrighty, so we are here at 7:15, and actually not a whole lot of stuff to do on the farm today when it comes to crops or even the grass or anything like that, but I do have the 4020 fired up, and we are going to just grab our straw and give just a little bit of straw to our horses. I already took care of their water. We have the bales and all that stuff in there for them for the clover and the hay, so they are good there. They are just in need of a little bit of straw, so we should have enough still on our straw blower here. I'm pretty sure we do, but if not, it'll be we can always get more put on here. So let's get this hooked up. Our pipes hooked up. Oh yeah, we still have 3,500 liters on here. We have plenty of straw. There we go. And then we will just back on in here. Unload that. There we go. Perfect. They are all taken care of now with the straw as well. And as of right now, I mean, everything's pretty good. I'm thinking that we might take on another contract if anything comes up. We are going to still need a little bit of money yet, just because harvest season is coming up. Just shut that off and leave that here. Harvest season is coming up, and we do have to take care of the potatoes. I mean, worst case scenario, if we don't have enough money, we can go through with a bucket and pick it up. I still do not have a storage area yet, or anything planned out. I know I had talked in the last video that possibly during the little bit of detailing in this video that I would have something, but that just, it didn't work out. I'm thinking that I'm going to add in another shed, and we're going to work around that. I did find one that's pretty cheap, and I'm thinking that maybe somewhere in this grass field is where we could put it, maybe possibly down on that corner down there, and we can start expanding our potato product into this field, because we're really not going to have money for another field yet, and I'm thinking that's going to be our only option. It's going to be our best option. I know I'm getting ready to sink a lot of money into these potatoes, and I know we're starting small, but my goal is to really have a pretty big and functional potato product for our farm. That's really what I want to switch into and become just a potato farming company for now, I think is what I want to do. Possibly still moving in. I'm looking into cows as well. I think cows would be fun to bring into this map. Either cows or pigs. I'm not sure which one I want to do. Actually, let's leave that one up to you guys. Down in the comment section, if you want cows, put cows. If you want pigs, put pigs. But they're definitely another year or two out before we move into anything like that. But for now, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I truly do appreciate it. And as always, happy farming.